Who are you? Yes, I asked you a question. You have heard this question or been asked this question so many times, but keep on answering it wrongly all the time. When you ask 99% of the population this question, they often confuse it with the existing systematic classism that created the rich, the middle class, and the poor. But in spirituality and consciousness, we are one and never separated to begin with. Now, who are we? The answer is simple. We are gods and goddesses of this realm, which is Earth. We are eternal beings, and with that being said, death becomes an illusion because death simply means you are no longer sustaining this vehicle, which is this body. But you still have many different vessels, which is the body. Because there is no dimensions of destinies where you can travel to without the body. Because even in your dreams, you are in the body. Even when you are daydreaming, you are in the body. That's why there is no dimensions of destinies where you are not in the body. Even quantum immortality explains this the more. So with that being said, it is just a different types of bodies we inhabit because we have terrestrial bodies, celestial bodies, and aquatic bodies because all life came from the water. That is why water is the source of life. And when a woman wants to give birth to a child, first of all, the pregnancy goes through what's it called, rupture of membrane. That is when they say that the water has broke. So the question, who are you or who are we? We are nothing but pure consciousness. We are God experiencing itself in billion different ways because it wanted to experience its creation, be it the animals, the humans, or even the green lives, which are the trees. Because if you are all-knowing, omnipotent, present, and all-seeing, and you created something, rest assured that you want to experience what you created because you want to enjoy the magnificence of your creation or creativity. But how can you do that if you do not inhabit your creation? Just like you manufacture the car and the design and the engine is a masterpiece, aren't you going to take it for a joyride? So that is how it is. Take the car as the body and take the manufacturer or the inventor as God. So God inhabits the body because it's pure consciousness. And what the mind will do is nothing but to create a body to experience reality. So what is reality? Reality is pain, guilt, emotion, betrayal, happiness, orgasm, truth, lies, sadness, and loneliness. Just for the feelings of everything that makes you human. So God is using this body as a toolbox to figure out reality, to experience because we are here to experience. And we are consciousness experiencing itself in a physical, terrestrial, and celestial form. And the problem with a whole lot of people not knowing this isn't lack of idea or knowledge, rather it is lack of clear understanding and direction. Because you do not need more concept from the Christendom or religious society at large to figure out who or what you are. All you need is clarity because doctrines traps you in ego, and with ego comes ignorance. So when you can be able to levitate your awareness or consciousness, then you can become awakened. And when that happens, that is when you will know who you are and why you are here, which is pure consciousness, having a human experience. Look, I'm not saying that you should agree with what I'm saying here because this message is not for everyone. Rather, it is for those who only resonate with me. But I have few words for those who sees me as a deceiver, which is that until you know yourself, the world is reality and God is an illusion. But once you know yourself, God becomes reality and the world becomes an illusion. As long as you identify with what you see, touch, and measure, the physical world feels like absolute reality and God becomes just an idea people will debate about. Because you trust your sense more than your awareness. You trust what appears more than whom it appears to. But everything you see, feel, or touch you call world is experienced within consciousness because you never step outside of it. The entire universe you know unfolds in your own awareness. And when that takes place, God stops being a distant concept and become the living presence of awareness itself. And when you begin to turn attention inward to recognize who is aware, your outer self loses its heaviness and you gain clarity. But until then, peace.